ESPN College Lacrosse here today from Baltimore, Maryland. Johns Hopkins, the Blue Jays, getting set to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes from Homewood Field. It is homecoming here today. Many teams being honored that played for Johns Hopkins. Stout, injured, hasn't played since Syracuse. Was dressed and was getting some action this week is what we were told, Jules, so we'll see if he ever gets in the game here today.
Here we go.
Callahan winning the faceoff.
Go tonight!
Mike, as Hopkins starts to get settled in here, it's going to be really important that they take care of the ball. They cannot, number one scoring offense right now in the Big Ten. They do a tremendous job of getting everyone involved. It's a by-committee offense. Today, they're going to have to manage Hopkins' slides. Don't let them speed Ohio State up any faster than they want to go.
Jack McKenna on the shot, and closest to it there was Haas, and Ohio State retains possession. Into the middle, shot again over the top of the cage from Ben Mayer. Now it's McKenna. Turns, shoots, and scores. And Ohio State is on the board first. Jack McKenna with his 9th of the season.
Number 27 in red, Jack McKenna. Just a strong take to his right hand. Nothing complicated about this, just getting up the hash, getting hit.
Blue Jays, trouble handling it there that time as Collison. It's taken away. On the other end, it's Ari Allen. Still has it.
And there are those unforced turnovers that we were talking about.
Haas as they lead it 1-0 on the goal from Jack McKenna. Donnery up top, recovered here by Liam White. Shot clock is inside 10, and White trying to get it to Marinier. Couldn't grab it.
Tremendous defense.
A lot about Fayok, right, and how awesome he's been in goal. It's got to be the defense overall, right? It's not just the one guy, the goalkeeper. Their defense has been stellar in front of him.
Yeah, and that's been a consistent theme for Ohio State over the years, just being very fundamentally sound defensively. And this year, their leader is Bobby Van Buren. He's a bona fide PLL draft pick.
Penalty coming up on Johns Hopkins. It doesn't matter as Marinier rips one through to make it 2-0 Buckeyes.
How about Marinier, the goal scorer? This is his 35th goal of the year. Just great job setting up in the slot right there off ball.
There's a violation prior that sent Oldman to the sideline. Couldn't take the next face-off, so Mike Toto able to get it here for Ohio State. Just 4 of 11 on the season for him. Dylan McGee controls it. McGee in front, shot, score. The one-timer, and a flag is down as White puts it through. Liam White took a hit, scores it for Ohio State, 3-0.
Dylan McGee shaking and baking here, drawing that Hopkins defense. We know those slides are going to come early, but then it's Liam White catching that pass. Fantastic eyes up opportunity by McGee to find White, and then he soaks that hit.
In this game, that's his first save of the afternoon.
That's massive for Jelinas, just for him to feel comfortable and get settled in and get that save. On top of the crease, too, that's not an easy save to make. Perhaps that's what's going to allow this Hopkins offense to then get settled in and feel like they can take a step offensively here. They haven't really done that in this first quarter.
Brooks English here up to Collison. And now the shot and the score from Dylan Bauer. That looked much better.
This is why lacrosse is a beautiful game. You get a stop down there by Jelinas. You feel that momentum. Ball comes down offensively. You build off of it. Great ball movement. Collison just getting that ball down to Bauer. Up the
well, but is that one of those two where you say that's one that Fayok can handle? That looked pretty good.
For that shot, Collison, it's either got to go in or it's got to go out. You see it's inches away from going in. I don't mind that at all. Out of bounds reset for the Hopkins offense.
Okay. Cross it again, spins it back in front. Another one, there it is. And it's Eric Chick falling down, the bouncer goes through, and the Blue Jays are within one.
They've been testing Fayok all game long. A team that's not mature would get rattled. Hopkins right now, they had to take a step across. He's watched film as well. He read the scout. Haas leaves himself vulnerable, and he gets a takeaway check.
And the pass went off the mark that time, looking for Charlie Eiler. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here. Turner again. The one-on-one defense not too bad so far here for the Blue Jays.
And for the Blue Jays, a much different defensive style than the Buckeyes. You see, they'll sit back and they'll hedge.
Marinier's shot, it was saved by Jelinas, but Ohio State gets it back, and now an unsettled situation. They're going to score as Marinier gets it back and fires it through. That's tough, too, because
it's out of Ohio State here. Just watch Jelinas trying to pick this up. Just an unfortunate little bounce there. Ohio State's able to get that ground ball, Ed Sheehan, and then just getting that ball around, getting in and out of their stick quickly. Marinier's the beneficiary on the backside, showing his hand. I would say that they can go at any time they want, but don't force it. If you don't have it, don't take the unnecessary shot.
That's not a bad shot. That's off the post, though, that time by Brooks English. And it's all the way up to midfield, kept in nicely that time by Colby Wishar. The clock is down to 5 seconds to go, and big tasting. So back over to Chavette now behind the cage goes here for Charlie Eiler. Check. Who scored the goal here today with Dylan Bauer, the 2 for the Blue Jays. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bauer behind the net, the feed in front. Oh, what a play! Scoring for Chick on the feed from behind the net. And the shot clock was at 5.
Handle out of Chick inside. I really don't even know how he caught this ball. That's such a small window out of Eiler, just stuffing the ball in there, and Chick's able to snag it.
Collison and Chavette. Chavette, he gets in front, he shoots, and Fayok got a piece of it. So reset the shot clock here, and it's going to be Eiler to put it back in with a fresh. Eiler. Here comes a slide, and he gets away, gets in front, he shoots, and Fayok got another save, diving down his 6th of the day.
He's athletic enough to get across and dive for that shot. Let's take another look here.
Wow.
Just getting his body down there.
And that's why he's 2nd in the nation in goals against average and 1st in save percentage. Shane O'Leary here for Ohio State on the feed, on the shot, the score, it's Marinier. Quarter. Let's see what they call this on. Oh, yeah. Not much, though, like you said.
Yeah, the guys are just cut through the middle, setting back screens. Just part of the game.
Hard one to take there for Johns Hopkins. Ohio State now has a chance to double up their advantage here. Double up the Blue Jays. 5-3, 2nd quarter. Nice move, inside, shot, score, Ben Mayer. Falling down, puts it in. His first goal today, his 10th of the season, and it is now 6-3 Ohio State.
Doing is right. Eventually, if you continue to do it, Fayok can only make so many saves in the game. You have to keep putting pressure on him, and don't just be satisfied with the shot. Have some conviction that you're going to score the ball too.
Up top, Chavette rips one wide. Let me revise what I said about Fayok's season-high saves. He had 19 in the last game against Rutgers. That's the most this season. Here's Matthews. Nice, getting the shot free was Alex Marinier for his 4th today. Too much space there, Jules.
Way too much space for Marinier. I said it earlier, Mike. He's just always, unlike on the Hopkins team right now, their shooters are not shooting with this kind of conviction. Watch Marinier, he catches this ball. He knows for a fact that he's getting this on cage and he's gonna bury it. Watch how much feels like he knows it's gonna go in. And you have to credit that to growing up in Canada and the amount of touches you get as a box lacrosse player. They're just at such an advantage over a lot of American players, and just the opportunities they have to get those shots off over the course of their development.
Yeah, agreed on all that too, and just the way this team is playing overall too. Everybody's playing with confidence, including this guy again, Marinier. He's got 5, and right on cue, Jules, the way you said it, and he shows us again.
I played against Trey Leclerc. He's a PLO player now. It looks like he's shooting the ball like Trey Leclerc would shoot the ball. When he would shoot the ball when we play Ohio State.
We're down to 1:20 to go in this first half. And it's been 4 straight by Ohio State after it was a 1-goal game. Rawson shoots, and that's off to the right.
And this is the biggest possession of the game. They're very strong, both at the defensive midfield position and at the close position. But the most important thing, right, for Hopkins, they have to spread them out. Don't put yourself in positions where you're getting squeezed by the Ohio State defense. Get longer slides, pull them out of their comfort zone, and get the ball hot.
Brooks English on the shot there that time. In the Big Ten, 37th in the country for Johns Hopkins. See if they can get something here. Chavette. English. Back over to Chavette. Down low, shot, safe, Fayok, another one. And this time on the rebound. Can't stop that one. And the Blue Jays and Rawson put it through.
Tremendous skip pass out of Charlie Eiler there. The one more pass out of Chavette.
Chavette, check. Jimmy Ayers now has it. Number 7 is Dylan Bauer. Bauer's got it. And also out there for the Blue Jays, Stuart Phillips. Check. In front, turnaround shot, scoring. It's Ayers. That's tough to see.
Eric, right there, drops the Ohio State defender and then finds his teammate on the crease. Ayers, that was nifty.
Hey. It's now 10-6 in favor of the Blue Jays at the X, but big face-off win there for Ohio State to kind of stop this little run, at least for the time being. McKenna. Jack McKenna turns, shoots, and he scores and gets it right back for the Buckeyes.
Mike, this is a carbon copy where he's just too big, too strong, just getting up the hash there, leaning in on number 6 for Johns.
He's been special today. He's 5 for 7 now shooting.
That was maybe the first shot of the day by Marinier that you felt like it was just a little bit rushed.
Yeah.
He could have held on to that for a half more second just to build up that confidence that he's had this whole game, but he rushed that one.
And this one's going to go in here for Johns Hopkins from Brooks English. Him out of the second half.
I just get involved more. I just want to see him have the ball in his stick. Every time he seems to have it, something good happens. Whether he drew the penalty last time, that assist he had there. I didn't even know he had that in his bag. If he could pass like that, we want to see him dodging more and more.
Right. Fayok was able to clean it up, and he does a really good job of that too. this season in ground balls. He's over 30 on the campaign, and sometimes everyone else is fighting for it. He's just like, boom, I got it. In front, shot, score it, and the Buckeyes with Garrett Haas.
Pushing transition. Number 34, Blake Island to Marinier, and then Haas is the beneficiary on the crease. Just a little bit of a pump high, wrap his hands, extend around the keeper.
Didn't have the angle, it's way off. It's gonna stay though with Johns Hopkins. Over there closest to it was Idler.
Love to see a little bit of a two-man game action. Yep, exactly. Ayers goes set one for Eiler, potentially get a step or a switch.
Oh, Eiler, nice move in front. He shoots and scores. Got in front of Kyle Foster that time, and a nice move to put one through for the Blue Jays.
This Blue Jays offense is at their best when they spread Ohio State out. Don't let Ohio State pack.
They're getting goals to go through.
Well, it just felt like they were getting the opportunities, and it was just only a matter of time. They had to stick with it. They've come out in the second half with tremendous energy and just a different kind of fight in them.
Chavette up top here for Collison. Looking, nice feed in front, the shot to score from Bauer. Dylan Bauer, and he's made it a two-goal game. And there is Mayer. Put it back in. Mayer, behind the back, no. And Haas, closest to it. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Haas, he shoots, he scores. Unleashing right off the restart, and the Buckeyes get one back here.
And Mike, it just felt getting up the hash with his left hand, no slide in sight for the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. That's unlike them. That little flick of the wrist, just getting past.
Scored on the immediate possession, 4. This could be 5 here if they pick this one up. Collison, Bauer, Rawson, Eiler. Eiler in front, just missing to the right. Loose. Eiler, Rawson picks it back up. Eiler again. Kyle Foster's on him. Now back for Bauer. Guarded by Langermeyer. On the feed, looking for the cutter with Chavette, but it's corralled by the Blue Jays. Collison back over to the wing, and the shot that time from Brooks English. And this is going to be Ohio State possession.
Unfortunate, no shot back up there. Have to be able to look around and have some awareness. Understand it, if there's no one back there, it's got to be you.
Okay. Ohio State, Griffin Turner. Behind the net here. Toss. Gets in front and he scores. That is 3 in a row by him for Ohio State. And they take a 4-goal lead.
Out of Fairview, Texas, with a massive take. This is a sophomore stepping up in a Big Ten game here, taking his defender to the rack.
Not too hot, not too cold, not a crazy wind here, right?
And the weather is holding up perfectly. And Collison's getting to his left hand.
Fyock on the save. And goes down. Is he okay? Caleb Fyock is still down. It's his 12th save of the day.
Left hand over the top here, which means he's getting a strong shot off. And I imagine that must have hit Caleb in perhaps a tough spot. Let's see if we can see it here.
Him on the leg, maybe? Or...
They're very happy if you're an Ohio State Buckeye fan to see Fyock get back on the field so quickly. Again, just speaks to his toughness, his leadership. He doesn't want to sit on the sideline. He wants to be in this game. This is a very important contest for the Ohio State Buckeyes to get out of here with a win.
A push is called on Johns Hopkins State. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. They lead by 4. Griffin Turner. Here's Marinier. 5 goals today, forward number 5 for Ohio State. It's behind the net. For Haas, who has the last 3 for the Buckeyes. Number 2, back to Marinier, too much space. And we've seen it now 6 times today.
Mike,
that's kind of back in the situation right now if you're the Blue Jays after that valiant comeback, really, to start the third quarter.
Well, you just look at the shot that Hunter Chauvet took, and you hate to compare the shooters because they're completely different, but Chauvet is the gunslinger, the higher gunslinger, lefty. It's Collison, but Chauvet leads them in terms of goals on this side, lefty, and then you have Marinier on this side.
And you also have this with Gannon Matthews for Ohio State, as they now have their largest lead of the day at 6, 14-8.
We have the Gannon Matthews goal, and now they have the ball back. So, again, those unforced turnovers, so to speak, in quotation marks, is a stick work, but it's also just giving Fayok easy opportunities to get saves.
Well, and also loose balls, too, and ground balls that he picks up very cleanly and easily, too. I know.
Allow Ohio State's defense to get set up, and then they just look for the home run. I want to see them a little bit more consistently try to put Ohio State on their heels.
Behind the back, Chauvet doesn't go.
By just pressing them. Don't just wait for them to get comfortably sliding. You have to earn the slides against them, but they're very tough when they do slide to you. So you have to make sure you're prepared for that. Otherwise, the ball is going to be on the floor.
Let me ask this in terms of defensively and sliding coming in. You know, you have your game plan, you have your knowns. Traditionally, and here comes a flag as Fayok goes down again and Rawson was working in. You have your knowns. It's not a team, correct me if I'm wrong, that's coming in that is going to slide on great players, or are they going to...
About it, but you're seeing it in real time happen here today.
They called it a hold of 30 seconds, so extra man opportunity here for Hopkins. We haven't had many today. Fayok on the save. And I see you shaking your head, Jules, because you know he's going to see that one the whole way, right, from Chauvet.
That's the exact shot that we saw out of Chauvet earlier in...
Happy birthday, Soup!
Check. Over to Jimmy Ayers. Liam Burke is in. 19 in white. He has it. Burke being hounded, going down. Oh, the pickup, the shot, and the score for Eric Check.
So over the course of this possession right now, we haven't really seen Collison attack his matchup from that top left corner where the big sign is. I would have loved to see him catch the ball as Rawson.
Well, Bauer gets it in front for Rawson, who does score it here with 2:02 to go.
Might just be a little bit too late at this point. Showcasing his stick handling ability off the tremendous feed from Dylan Bauer, just finding him there, that little twister.
In the Big Ten with 2 games remaining in the regular season. And they get it done on the road in Baltimore. The Johns Hopkins homecoming, and the Buckeyes win it 14-10.
Tremendous display of offense by the Ohio State Buckeyes, led by Alex Marinier, 6 goals. Tremendous display of defense. Caleb Fayok with 15 saves.